Welcome to KCS West. At this and all KCS West projects, your safety and the safety of all others, including the general public, is our top priority. This brief orientation will provide you with the basic information you'll need to ensure that, as a team, this project is completed without incident. As a visitor, when entering the project, please do not simply proceed to wherever it is on site you need to go. Check in at the office and sign in. This allows us to be able to accurately account for all personnel should an emergency occur while you're here. Let's talk about what to do in the event of an emergency. Emergency information is posted in the office trailer. This includes contact information for main project personnel for KCS West, including the superintendent, project manager, and safety representative. After signing in as a visitor, please make note of the current evacuation muster areas. These locations are marked by signage at the project and will typically be at or near the front gate. In the event of a project evacuation, proceed calmly to the primary evacuation area and wait. You will be given further instructions once the all clear is given. Personal protective equipment. All visitors who must travel beyond the parking area or office trailers must be equipped with basic personal protective equipment. That includes a hard hat, safety glasses, boots or substantial footwear, no tennis shoes or sandals please, long pants, and high visibility clothing or vest. If you do not have a hard hat, safety glasses, or a vest, KCS West has these items available for your use while you're on site. Please return them before leaving the project. KCS West does not provide boots for visitors. Let's talk a bit about fall protection. Falls from heights account for the vast majority of serious injuries and deaths on construction sites. KCS West strictly enforces a 100% 6-foot fall rule. If the reason for your visit requires you to be at heights of 6 feet or higher, fall protection will be required. In most instances, guardrails or warning line systems will be used. In the rare event that you would be required to venture into an area unprotected by these systems, you will be required to tie off. KCS West does not provide personal fall arrest systems for visitors. You will be required to provide your own. In the event you must tie off, KCS West personnel must be made aware of this situation. Hazard communication. Hazard communication is your right to know and understand hazards you may be exposed to, particularly hazardous chemicals. As this is an active site with many different trades performing many different tasks, KCS West will do its best to inform you of any chemical hazards you may encounter while walking through the site. Safety data sheets are available for review in the office trailer should you wish to review them. If your visit requires that you enter into an area that requires respiratory protection, you will need to have been trained, fit tested, and provide your own respirator. KCS West does not provide respirators for visitors. If during your visit you feel you were exposed to hazardous materials, please notify KCS West. Speed limit and moving vehicles. The speed limit on this project is 5 miles per hour and is strictly enforced. Seat belts must be worn in all vehicles at all times. Visitors will not be allowed to drive vehicles beyond the parking area or operate heavy equipment. Please park only in designated areas. If parking your vehicle appears to block others' vehicles, please notify KCS West before venturing out on site. You may be asked to leave your cell phone number so that you can be contacted in the event that your vehicle needs to be moved. Fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers for general use are placed by KCS West throughout the project. These are to remain in place unless actually used to fight a small fire. If you must use a fire extinguisher, use the pass system. Pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. Pull the pin, aim at the base of the flame, squeeze the handle, and sweep from side to side. Do not attempt to fight a fire that is too large to put out with a portable fire extinguisher. And please don't attempt to fight a fire if you feel uncomfortable doing so. In either of these cases, notify others in the area and evacuate. First aid. A first aid kit is available in the office trailer. If you sustain an injury while on site that requires first aid, KCS West must be notified. Heat illness. When walking around the site, especially during the summer months, heat illness can become a problem. Visitors may not be properly acclimated to higher heat conditions. Be aware of what your body is telling you. If you feel overheated, seek assistance. Please stay hydrated. Water is available for all visitors inside the office trailer. Heavy equipment. While walking around the site, be on the lookout for moving heavy equipment. Whenever you must walk through an area where vehicles or equipment is moving, please make eye contact with the operator. Make sure he or she sees you before proceeding. Housekeeping. KCS West strives to keep the job site as clean and orderly as possible. With increased activities comes increased materials. At times, slip, trips, and fall hazards exist. Proceed with caution through these areas and make sure of your footing. Ladders. During your visit, you may be required to climb a ladder to access a higher level. Ladders should be in good condition, be properly set up at a 4-to-1 angle, should extend at least 3 feet beyond the landing, and should be secured to prevent movement. If your visit requires you to climb a step ladder for inspections, etc., the ladder should be set up properly, fully opened and locked, and set up on level ground. And never stand on the top 2 steps of a stepladder. If the ladder is too short, ask the crew you are visiting to provide a taller ladder or notify KCS West personnel. Lighting. If your visit requires you to enter into dimly lit areas, lighting should be adequate. If it is not, do not enter and notify KCS West personnel. When entering dimly lit areas, you should be wearing clear safety glasses. Scaffolds. If your visit requires you to access scaffolding, notify KCS West personnel before accessing the scaffold. KCS West will verify that the scaffold has been inspected and is suitable for use. KCS West personnel will also ensure you understand how to safely access and egress the scaffold. Slips, trips, and falls. This project has same level and elevated fall hazards throughout the site. To minimize your risk of injury from a slip, trip, or fall, use appropriate footwear, do not run, and please be aware of your footing. Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is allowed only in designated areas and only outside. Substance abuse. The possession, consumption, distribution, sale, use, or transportation of alcohol or controlled substances is strictly prohibited on KCS West projects. Trenches and excavations. If your visit requires you to enter into or observe around trenches or excavations of any depth, notify KCS West personnel. KCS West will ensure the proper safety precautions have been taken to ensure safe entry. Do not stand at the very edge of an open trench or excavation that is 6 feet deep or deeper to observe. KCS West cares greatly about your safety and the safety of everyone on this project. Working together, we can ensure a safe project where everyone goes home in the same condition in which they arrived. Our goal is an incident-free job site with proper communication, asking questions when needed, using basic common sense, and working together, we can achieve that goal. Again, welcome to the project. If you have questions I haven't answered or are unclear on any policies and procedures, please see the superintendent or other KCS West personnel. Thanks again, and please be safe out there.